And once again, it's a lovely day in the neighborhood. Hey, for expecting Mr. Rogers, forget it. Not a bad day out there today, though. Temps in lower 80s, a low humidity, even got some nice clouds. How are the clouds around your way? And now for our first location of consequence. And again, I'm a bit late. Just like the last time. Okay, go make something of it. I tried. Got a fellow rail fan here who says I should get a video of you folks.
And Cliff. Clifford's a dog.
On the left, it's Dolly.
Clifford's a big red
On the
dog.
right, it's Cliff.
Clifford's a big red dog.
There you have it in stereo.
And Dolly Parton.
I wouldn't go that far. Dolly
I don't
Parton.
have her money or her looks.
You don't have her whatever else, too.
And her parts. I do both
Go.
sometimes. Yeah!
YouTube shout-outs, take two.
So I put my hair up.
Yes.
Or so I thought.
I said, well, you're not the one
Wait, Mom, can I leave?
To all of you viewing this, we're just having fun here.
I said, yeah, well,
Excuse us.
like me. Plus, when you're a woman, you go through menopause, then you get real hot.
Departed St. Denis. I hope my viewers didn't mind that little interlude back there with a fan of mine. I thought he wanted to give some YouTube shout-outs, so I gave him the floor. Whenever a fan of mine shows up and wants to talk to me, I give him the time of day. I appreciate my fans and my subscribers, for sure. Yep, love all of you. Thanks. You're all the greatest. Not that driver in front of me, though. That is not the example. Never omit your signals. Twice in a row. Yep. I love meeting my subscribers because they're the best people ever walked the face of this earth. And I mean that. And now back on the National Pike. Those that I've done a few Day Odyssey videos on and informed you about. And up here, the reason I came this way. Maybe I'll stop here and bore you a bit before I go on. I'll go over there and look for the man. One more train on its way to St. Denis, where we just left. But I didn't want to wait for it. Anyway. Got our bubble bear up there. That's blowing bubbles, but so far, no Barry. His stuff's there though. Having rotten luck with trains today. I'm always missing them. And there's the new clock. I brought you the dedication of it. A rather long coal drag there. Well, most of that coal is going for export, actually. Just some port on the Atlantic. Probably Baltimore. There's Barry's stuff. But where's Barry? Maybe in there. Have a look. The Forget-Me-Not shop on Google Maps.
Thank you. Got it at the West Barn on sale a couple years ago.
Oh.
She said he's going on break a while. I said,
Oh, okay.
Don't bother him, he deserves
Oh,
it.
Barry's on break, okay.
Barry, we've got some people looking for the bubble man.
Oh, call the bubble man, all right.
They're from out of town.
That'll get him.
He just needed a nudge. He was
Okay.
a little nudge. You know, when you're working and you take a break.
But then he'll see it's us and he'll run.
You know, the thing is, I get these people that think that it's so easy for him to do that. He's got to mix up 10 gallons of bubbles.
Oh yeah, it's a science.
Lug the bucket down the steps into the.
It's a science for sure.
When I lug the bucket down the steps, I'm always saying, I hope I don't fall or drop the thing of bucket. It's an interesting job for that. Oh, yeah. But he's
Fine by me. Very nice place. Your bullfrog says, stop in when you get the chance.
You know, some of these, do they have stickers? Oh, he's out there now. He is? Okay.
Our bubble man's out there. All right, the bubble man cometh. Okay. Ah, there we go. Who's he today? Jimmy Buffett.
For you. I know, you always come to She told us how much work you do. And that's a lot of work.
Wow.
With all these buckets and
That's a long one.
you like it too. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, there's a movie on last night about that.
That is pretty cool. Blowing bubbles inside bubbles. Yeah, did you see that? You can blow bubbles inside the bubble.
Bubble inside the bubble.
Yeah, cut that down to a science.
Mom's got to learn that.
Mom's got an upper game.
Right.
And then he puts you
All right.
inside the bubble. A little miracle.
Oh, by the way, who are you today? Jimmy Buffett?
That's right. It's
Jimmy Buffett. Whatever.
He's got a snake on his hat.
Where's Chloe? We're going to go up.
All right.
There.
All right.
It's a pretty color.
We're going up over top of the building now.
Right. All right. Always draws a crowd.
Wow. That's your version of wow.
Oh, this is great. Great.
It's beautiful. I like how the light shines.
Yep. This is what I live for.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
She wanted to call Leslie.
I'll
I'll get it for you.
See?
Look how big they are, Chloe.
Go get it.
Go get it. She's gonna go get it.
Chloe, come on back.
But you can't catch it.
It's too high. There, it bumped the wall.
All right, folks.
Whoop, that one got you. Whoop, that one got Tracy.
You wanna try? Yeah.
Want to try?
Unicorn.
Don't want to bore my viewers too much, but this is great.
That's who we bought them for.
Yeah. Watch what you do, guys. You do this. Back and forth. Back and forth, okay? Back and forth. Come on, then. All the way. But then you upstairs. Let's hurry. You're going to take out.
I got a picture of this.
Just do it. blue.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yep, something about seeing kids having fun that gets me.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Wow.
So these are like what you guys have at home.
They are.
Yeah, you bought them from him. We just haven't had a chance to open them.
Put them in the bin.
Yep, that's how it's done.
He's focused.
Cool. He has a train bubble blower too.
Maybe. Alright, you guys see that? Alright.
I think.
All right.
Okay, he said wow. Ooh, billion.
Get lots of bubbles out.
Yep. When it's windy, you get more bubbles. I guess the wind does it for you. Into the street, oh no. Into the National Pike.
There you go. Keep on going. Keep on going.
There you go, bud.
To think I turned 1 year old on that road. Jeez. Now he's stopping traffic on the National Pike.
Ready? Look at my bubble.
See them? They're like extra sparkly, huh?
Whoa, yeah.
Look at him. Look at him.
Okay, that's enough. That's
Extra
enough.
sparkly. Oh, there's some.
Yeah.
All right, had our fun.
Okay. She's dying, man.
Okay. Oh, the train batteries are dying.
God bless.
Here you go.
There we go. All right. Complete with steam whistle.
Yeah, you're right. We do need a steam whistle.
We have a clock like that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, made our day.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Hi. What's that?
But again, before departing, here's this country's oldest train station, oldest surviving train station, and quite possibly the world's oldest train station, right here in our backyard. And there he is again.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Mary. Hey, but Mary the best.
Yep. The bubble man cometh, and we goeth, if that's a word. Yep, lots of folks here in Ellicott City today. But still strange how 1 or 2 businesses have yet to open. And from what I hear, never will. Maybe there'll be other businesses to replace them. To the left, the former Route 29, as I keep saying. Ex-US 29, beginning here and going to Pensacola, Florida. Come on, make that turn. Finally. See you in Pensacola. And more deja vu for you. Old streetcar terminal there, now the wine bin. And the Clampett Mansion. Former Clampett House, before they moved to Beverly Hills. On that bridge, the modern day US 29. But I haven't got time for Pensacola right now. Sorry. Now we got a few drops of rain coming down out there. Hopefully it won't spoil the day. But in case I was back there with Barry too long, sorry about that. One of the best people in the world who I know. Well, here comes the rain again. Yep, the Eurythmics got it right back in the 80s. Throw the wipers on. Wow. Riding into something, folks. Hope it isn't Hurricane Irma. Or is she dead by now? No, it's Jose, that's right. Wrong hurricane. Excuse me. Now in modern day US 40, stuff's coming down now. And the last thing I need now is discourteous drivers who don't signal in this weather. If I believe in courtesy, whether it's on the road or towards my YouTube subscribers, either way. But not all folks agree with me, though. And again, more rain as he prepared to merge onto I-70. We told Diary we were going to drive by him and wave out the window. He said, just don't throw anything at him. Like he said, a couple of rotten tomatoes tossed at him at one time or another. But it's bright and sunny out there, but pouring down rain at the same time. What a phenomenon. But now either simmering down or we're riding out of it. Either way works for me. There, off with the wiper. For good, I hope. Oops, my exit. Almost forgot. There, wiper's off completely now. Now on this road. But it appears as if it never rained here. The pavement's totally dry, as if nothing ever happened. One more phenomenon, or whatever the word is. Well, the weatherman said 30% chance of rain, and I guess just now we just got our 30%. But at least I got my windshield cleaned for free. Now on old Route 32, heading for our next point of interest. The one-time railroad town of Sykesville. And over the river, it be. Complete with CSX crossing, this country's first railroad ever, the B&O Old Main Line. And the station, now a restaurant. How about a closer look? Again. They referred to it as Baldwin's Station, though technically it wasn't. All he did is design it. He never owned it. He designed many B&O stations from Baltimore to Cumberland and beyond. This one came in 1884, but it's not the original station. This is the second station. The first station sat between the track and the Patapsco River. Ultimately, its undoing in a Patapsco flood. Then came this one. And of course, Baldwin's most famous station, the one at Point of Rocks, Maryland. And it still exists. I've brought it to you before. And now we're trackside. Looking west on the line. One-time double track. Now I'm stating what the track would have been. It was double until 1961, give or take. The original station sat in a clump of trees is right there, right by the Patapsco. But as I said, a Patapsco flood knocked it out. Then they built this one after realigning the track to make room for it. The track took a wider swing this way before the station was built. I'm looking west with a cat crossing the track. Hope it isn't bad luck for CSX. And again, the original line through town. And how look that was still in use. That's the original line. And quite possibly, this was the original station from when that was still the line. This building over here. Now pizza shop. So here in Sykesville, there are actually 3 train stations. Only one still exists. That one. And downtown Sykesville, Main Street. Which we are now on. And the one-time branch line that ran into a hospital and a General Electric factory. No longer in use. By photos of it when used to cross the main road. At least I got to photo it before they took it up. Then there's a place of the businesses that branch line once served. Hear that water tank there? And beyond. And now passing through the hamlet of Louisville. Or is it Louisville? Here in Maryland. Which could take full-fledged day odysseys, but the price of gas, thanks to the hurricanes, made me curtail that a bit. But I'll shoot for next month. Just passed a couple of llamas on a farm. Well, the sign said entering Gamber, by the way. But saw some llamas I couldn't stop to get. This year has been a good year for llamas, apparently. Both in Maryland and West Virginia at Cool Springs Park. Great year for llamas. That's double L. AMA. Anyway, here's life in Gamber. We made a pit stop already. Don't need these stores. And now north on Maryland Route 91. First time this way this millennium. Last passed this way about 30 or 40 years ago. Already got some fall color manifesting itself. Thinking fall is next week officially. And I guess we'll soon fall backwards. With the clocks, that is. I can't afford to fall backward myself. That's what left me in my condition back in 1998. Falling backward on a slippery floor that wasn't marked with slippery signs. Oh well. I did my falling backward already. What I gotta be doing is springing forward at this point in my life. And now stopped by the former main line of the Western Maryland Railway. This was their one-time east-west main. Now, of course, CSX. And apparently still used. And looking west on the line, on the bridge is modern-day Route 32. And down here is the original Route 32. Before the crossing got closed off. Yep, at one time there was a crossing here, but now you couldn't tell. It was closed off in the early 1960s. Apparently, this part of the line It's operated by the Maryland Midland Railway. When they first formed back in the 80s, they were a family operation until getting bought out by a conglomerate in Europe not too far back. Yep, taken over by European conglomerate. I also recall the Clinchfield Railroad, but I forget where they're based out of though, where they operate. Again, interesting clouds with a semi-picturesque church. Every now and then we get this here in Maryland, looking like this. That's wild. And now on a different road that crosses a different Western Maryland line and crosses it several times. This is their Hanover line, which CSX operates today. Their Hanover subdivision. Originally built mid-1800s. But as long as we're in a certain place, may as well stop for a visit. After all, I haven't been here in a few months. Yep, good old boring. And nothing's changed. But now they're saying it's not so boring. Don't know what to make of it. I should move here. After all, I'm a bore, right? I'm looking north of downtown Boring. And again, the former Western Maryland Railway, Hanover subdivision, now part of CSX. This is only one of 2 lines in the area I have yet to ride. I've ridden everything else. It goes to Hanover, then on to Gettysburg. A bit of ways back, I did catch a northbound CSX here. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a link below the video. This is what you call Americana, for sure. Now departing Boring on this road, and again the Western Maryland. One of only 2 lines I have yet to ride out of Baltimore. But again on the road, don't think I've been on yet. Either that or it's been a while. And again, our cold clouds. Now east on Dover Road, facing a different direction, so the clouds changed. But again, getting raindrops. Apparently we're getting more than 30% today. Despite those ominous clouds, not too many drops quite yet. I guess Hurricane Jose caught up. But still one day, hope to resume the full-fledged day odysseys. Hope I didn't spend too much time back at Ellicott City with Mr. Bubble, but I couldn't help myself. We need more folks like him, and that's it, period. Could you do what he's doing? A biker with a flashing light. My light didn't flash. My headlight stayed on the whole time. And now we're arriving in Butler, Maryland. And about to intersect with Route 25, Falls Road. I'll go north for a slight spell. To the left. There were some old dwellings along this part of the road at one time. I mean, older than what you see here. Unless they were torn down or something. Hoping to get them on video. And on Stringtown Road, eastbound. I announced the names of the roads because I found out that some folks follow along on Google Maps. A couple of people told me that once, a few years ago. Hark, a stop sign. Okay, guess better head back south. And this is Yoho Road, as in Yoho and a bottle of rum. Or something like that. Another typical Maryland back road. What's that? Some bird eating a dead something. Where are you at? There you are. All right, birdie, have fun. Now time for a different road. Another cool cloud. But if anyone knows a species of bird back there, please comment and tell me. Still, thank you for tuning in. Those of you who did. But up here, I got a freeway at my disposal, which I guess I better use, being what time it's getting to be. Yeah, that's where I'm going. But this, I've shown you before. So in that case, what are we being warned of now? Oh no. What's that left lane closed? That one over there. Hopefully these other two are open. I know how to find out. Approaching exit 17. But so far, no sign of a crash. But the truck is braking. Is that a clue? For us to be slowing up like this, something must have occurred. Shades of I-95. No one does that. People are flying down the left lane that's closed up ahead. Then they have to cut back over to this lane, which slows us up. Makes no sense. Something way down there in the northbound lanes, and it's slowing us down here in the southbound lanes. Maybe because of gawkers. Over there, a car flipped over. How hard do you try to get in that position? Must have been trying to do some freeway flying. And it backfired, whatever that is. Or was. Look at that. You gotta try hard to get that position, folks. I'm sorry. You're gonna be trying real hard to get like that. And that ain't me. Yeah, our lanes are open. But now look at that side. It's worse over there, of course, being that obstruction's on the northbound side. They'll be there for a while. I hope they brought a deck of cards with them. Or a high-def TV or something. Or their iPad or Kindle. Here at this exit is where they close the road. Okay. Everybody's being made to exit here. There you go. Real TV. Brought to you by your bullfrog. I know what I'll call the TV news and sell this clip to them. Now, if I had internet service at home, I could upload it to the TV's website and they'd have it with my name. And the library's closed right now, so I can't go there and upload it. Oh no. There goes my chance to have some fame. Wait a minute, I already got fame. Wherever I go, people recognize me. Like that kid at St. Denis. He asked, "Were you Bullfrog 1954? I said, "No, you got me mistaken for somebody else." We had fun. I wonder if any casualties at that accident back there. I'm curious. I guess I'll watch the news tonight and see the news that I didn't make because I can't submit my video. Oh well. At least I'm famous on YouTube. I'll stick with that. For whoever that is, to wind up with their car upside down, they must have done something they shouldn't have done. Like get in their car and drive off today. No day odyssey, but at least I brought you some news. But by the time you see this, it'll be history. Anyway, here's my exit. Anyway, back in town. And of course now, back home. I bet you thought I was going to say, in the hood, huh? Once again, thanks for joining me. Today's ride a bit over 100 miles. Hope to get some better ones out there as soon as the gas comes down a bit. Alright, I better get in. I got this editing job to do.